Well, hello, friends. It's Christy, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how we can contrast products when we do product reviews, when we're doing products that are similar to each other, and we point out the differences between them and why you might want one product over another. So, customers like product reviews that are contrast reviews because it helps them make a decision on which product they want to buy. So, I'm going to let you watch a little of this product review, and I want you to notice a couple things about the way I did this review.
Well, hello, friends. Today we're going to be reviewing two different kinds of red light therapy face wands, and there is actually a difference between these. Now, the one here on my right, Skin Spectra, is one that I got from a premium supplier, and it was a little bit pricey, but when I tried it out, I found out why it's so pricey and why it's much better quality than the cheaper one that I bought on Amazon. Now, there are different kinds on Amazon. You might find a good one, but I went on the lower price point, found this one, and thought I'd try it. And when I tried it out, I went, oh my goodness, I don't think this is going to work. And here's why. Now, both of them, you push the button and they go on. They both provide red light therapy. There is a difference in the amount of wavelength light that they put out. This one's on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of the intensity of the red light therapy, but it's still within the range of what will treat your skin okay on your face. Now, if you want hair regrowth, you have to go with something a much heavier light. You don't want that if you're going to use it on your face, obviously. So I prefer the lighter spectrum of the light, and this one is good as well. So that wasn't an issue. I will say this one thing that I liked about this one over the Skin Spectrum was the fact that, as you can see on the box, it actually provides other light colors like blue, which all these different colors can be used for treating different conditions. And I like that about it. That was one thing that I appealed to me when I was looking at it. But what I did not expect was what happened when I tried to use it. When I tried to use it, I put it on my face like this. I can't even put it on more than a second. And it's like it zaps me. It's like it has a tens unit aspect to it. Now, maybe that would be great for muscle spasms in my arm or my back where I would normally apply a tens pad, but on my face, that just doesn't work. Like I barely touch my face and it's zapping my skin. That is very uncomfortable to use on my face. So I quickly realized I needed to go a different quality of unit for my face.
All right, did you notice a couple of things that were different about this product review? If you said, well, first of all, the lighting, you were right. I hadn't showed you a product review where I did it in the golden hour evening lighting. But did you notice how it kind of gives that evening sense, that ambiance to the video? And that's the neat thing about using golden hour for shooting your video. It can kind of make your products look a little bit brighter when you're showing them and displaying them. And the other thing that I was trying to do, the other effect I had with shooting this product review in the evening, is the fact that with red light therapy, it doesn't work very well on your skin if you have any kind of like makeup or special cream on your face that cuts the sunlight, that helps to prevent sunburn. If you have anything like that in your product, then it prevents the red light from being able to have its therapeutic effect. So this actually works really well as an evening routine before you go to bed. And so shooting the product review in the evening during golden hour is a great way to give that ambiance for the video. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out that I did with this product review, how did I handle the difference in pricing? Well, I mentioned you can't really say a price when you're shooting for Amazon. They have a rule about, not mentioning price. So I couldn't say, the price differences. All I could say is cheaper unit and a more expensive unit. And although I pointed out some of the positives of the cheaper unit, being that you have different lighting, which can be used for different things, the negative of the cheap unit was that it causes some kind of a zappy, tense feeling when you try to use it. And it's not so good for face, although it's great for using it on your arm or any other place where you have a muscle spasm and it's not as sensitive. So that is how I was able to pitch the more expensive unit, the fact that you might want to use this more expensive unit and get that if you want to have treatment directly on your sensitive skin on your face. And so that is how I was able to kind of feature the two products that were similar to each other, but yet while I was pointing out some of the positives of one unit over the other, I was able to show a negative of the cheaper unit that might cause a person to want to purchase the more expensive unit. So I wanted to show that to you as a way that you can pitch two products that have quite a difference in price and be able to show the positives of one over another, that to kind of lean your customers toward that more expensive unit if you can find a vulnerability or a weakness in the cheaper unit and show how the more expensive unit is able to solve that issue. That can be a good way to pivot your sales more towards the expensive unit over the cheaper one. All right, now I want to show you some of my other product reviews where I've done contrasting products and how it's affected my sales. Well, here I have a video review that I did when I took these mosquito devices camping, and I decided to do a product review showing how they worked on my camping trip. The one here on my left is called a Thermacell, and this one works by repelling the mosquitoes. It actually puts a slight scent into the air. We really don't smell it well with our human noses, but mosquitoes smell it and they don't like it at all. And I found that it worked really well to put what the product claims as a 20-foot barrier between you and the mosquitoes. And I used it with my church group. We had a bunch of people out there having a picnic, and I had it going under the pavilion, and the whole time that it was going, as far as I know, nobody got bit. I know at least I didn't see any mosquitoes swarm around us. And we were camping at about 9,000 feet here in Colorado, where we don't have a heavy mosquito load, but we had some lakes in the area which was causing the mosquitoes to come out. And I was very pleased with this Thermacell working that way because it was able to repel those mosquitoes. Now the other two units that I demonstrated are those that you can see there. I have this lantern that it's solar powered, and you're able to charge it up ahead of time. It'll go 10 hours all night long, and it works by zapping those mosquitoes. So as opposed to the Thermacell, which repels the mosquitoes and causes them to not want to come around the area, this particular unit, it works by drawing those mosquitoes in, and the goal is to have them get zapped before they bite you. And it worked pretty well too. I didn't have any trouble getting bit when we had that one lit up by our campfire. I used that one, and then the other one we had in a tent, and I liked the little one because we were able to have it hanging in the tent, and it would clear out the mosquitoes out of the tent or out of the trailer before anybody would come in and get bit. So the whole idea with the small one, which doesn't work as well as the large one when it was outside, but inside the tent it worked pretty good because the whole goal is it zaps those mosquitoes, it draws mosquitoes to it. And so if you want to clear out a small little area like a tent or a trailer and kind of prevent those mosquitoes that might be inside already from biting you, that is what the product recommends that you do, that you set it up 2 hours before you enter those areas, and that way it's able to keep the mosquitoes away. So the large one worked really good, but this little guy, I had to pretty much leave it in the smaller area, and that was the drawback of the little guy over the large one. And so I was able to demonstrate all these features, the positive and the negatives between the different devices, and guess what happened to my sales? Let's take a look. I have here my sales for the past month. As you can see here, my product review video got about 100 showings on YouTube, and on the Amazon, take a look at this. You can see that it has 4 hearts and 813 views. The average view duration is about 42%, which is really pretty good. I mean, I like 50%, It's a little lower than I like, but I had, a fairly long video. It was over 2 minutes. And so the fact that they watched 2 minutes and 22 seconds of it before they cut off is actually pretty good. They got enough information to be able to see the different devices and how I featured them. So this is a really good performer. Now, I did other reviews of each of the products individually just to test them. And I found that those products were getting an average viewing rate of about 30 to 50 views. And I don't know how that works out percentage wise in terms of the overall metric. But this one, hands down, where I contrasted all the different products, way outperformed the views that I had with just the single individual products. So contrasting product reviews are a great way to generate additional affiliate income with your products, because people can have more confidence in buying when they know the differences between the different devices. All right, now there is one more product review that I want to show you, and this is one that I posted to YouTube about 7 months ago. It's generated 3,000 views. It was posted in the spring of this year, and I've featured out 4 different types of hydroponic units. Now, this one here in the middle is the Let Pot hydroponic unit. It's a little bit more durable in terms of its quality of construction. It also has a really good light deck on it and 12 plant sites, whereas some of these other ones are smaller in the plant sites. Like this one, Zitz and the A Hope Garden were only 8 plant sites. But in terms of pricing, this one was more expensive to account for the higher quality in construction and the more plants. But I wanted to note that of all 4 of these, one of the features that set this Let Pot and this A Hope Garden out from the rest were they had very quiet pumps. They were so quiet you could hardly hear them running at all. And so that was a positive that I pointed out in this video review. And the interesting thing is these 2 units right here with the quietest pumps ended up selling the best on Amazon this year. Let me show you my reports. All right, this is my on Amazon earning for the year. This is only reflecting what has been posted to the Amazon product sites. So the product reviews posted on site versus the ones that come through my YouTube channel. But I wanted to show you this because here, when I click the tracking, which is my on Amazon earnings tracking, you can see right here that this Let Pot hydroponics unit was one of my top 10 products. And then not too far from it is the indoor garden hydroponics, again within the top 10 products that have sold this year. And you can look, they're both neck and neck in terms of sales. And if you scroll down further, you'll see other hydroponic units. They tend to sell really well. This might even be, yeah, this is the Duezi, the one I had in the far right corner. So you can see that one there. And I saw the Zitz, which was the other unit, was also in my reports if I scroll through all 25 pages of these. But I thought it was interesting that my top 10 products were the 2 that I featured that had the quietest pump in this product review. And I, of course, featured individual product reviews on these as well as other comparison product reviews with different units. But by far, these 2 have been my top performing products on the Amazon platform this year. And I do think this product review, where I contrasted all 4 of these units, had something to do with it. So I just wanted to show you guys the power of being able to contrast products in a product review to generate additional affiliate sales.